battle between Macs and PCs has been a battle waging since the turn of the 21st century, a battle between the artistic and the technical. Macs have always been favored as a creative station, while PCs are used for programming and business. Some prefer one while others prefer the other. However, one man, Joseph, makes a bold claim that Mac is an easier computer to use for the majority of the PC. His grounds behind such a claim are that hardware and software of Mac are exclusively built by Apple, creating high compatibility with the computer and faster interface, as well as the fact that Apple customer services like Apple Care and Genius Bar make it easier for the customers to troubleshoot their computers. Joseph goes on to say that Macs have a dual OS, or operating system, that allows users to use the Apple operating system and Windows in the same computer, providing greater versatility for those who want to use Windows as well. I'm here to tell you that exclusive software is less efficient and less specialized because only one producer. Microsoft has an equal, if not better, customer service, and that a PC can run both Mac and Windows software. Joseph begins his argument by claiming that Apple is the only company in the business that writes its own operating software and hardware and that it creates faster interface. This is not necessarily a good thing because third parties may be more specialized at a certain program and or operating system, and the specialization will make the PC easier to operate. Mac is essentially a monopoly for its computer, and monopolies are not always as efficient as an oligopoly. TechBuzz.net, a popular software website, states that software is hard to find for Macs since PC is so compatible. The keyword here is hard. If it is harder to find the software for Macs, then it is certainly not making the Mac easier than a PC. On BestBuy.com, they sell 38 different types of PC software, while they only sell 6 different options for the Mac. This shows how much easier PC software is to find for whatever niche you need to satisfy for your computer. Joseph reasons that because Windows has a 90% share of the market and Apple is only a 5% share, it makes Apple a more secure operating system. Not only does this stray away from the main claim that it's easier to operate, but it's also an extremely high abstraction with no logic or reasoning shown. Joseph goes on to say that Apple is a customer service system that makes troubleshooting easier, which is true. However, he fails to compare it to Microsoft customer service, and Microsoft has an equal, if not better, customer service. The Microsoft equivalent to the Genius Bar is the Guru Bar, which is located outside of all Microsoft stores. Microsoft and Apple both have customer service bars, and Joseph references only the Apple one, giving no comparison, and thus showing that the Genius Bar is better than the Guru Bar, and not showing that. The Microsoft Guru Bar has everything that the Genius Bar has, plus a large theater behind it for large-scale presentations to users of Windows, thus essentially making it better. Joseph claims that the Genius Bar avails customers to meet their needs at any time they want with no charge for most services. Not only is this invalid because Genius Bar is not open 24 hours a day, but the fact that they need a Genius Bar to teach their customers the operating system, and it is always packed at the Apple Store, shows that it's flawed and not as easy to use if they need help with it. He reasons that a Mac is easier to use because 80% of users are satisfied with the customer service. The reasoning is flawed because it gives no relativity to the rating of a PC, which happens to be roughly the same, ranking it at 77%, says HomeKayat.com, the same website used by the Advocate. Also, the fact that customers like their customer service does not prove that the computer is easy to use. Joseph states that there is an Apple Care insurance plan for Macs. He attempts to use this to back up the claim that Macs are easier to use. By simply Googling PC warranty, I found hundreds of different warranty companies that are equal, if not better, than Apple Care. Bringing up that Apple warranty is irrelevant and only shows that a Mac is equal to a PC, not easier or better. The Advocate claims that having 2 operating systems provides greater versatility. However, more versatility creates more complication, makes the Mac less easy to use, if anything. He goes to say that only a Mac can run both Apple operating system and Windows, when in fact the PC can be altered, easily modified to run both. O'Reilly.com, a popular computer innovation website, provides an easy step-by-step process to putting Mac operating system on a PC. Joseph reasons that having 2 operating systems on one computer provides greater versatility, which may be true, but having multiple operating systems on one computer would make that computer hard to use. Macworld.com, a large forum for Mac users, gives step-by-step instructions on how to install Windows on a Mac, and it's really complicated, and it's in beta, and if you mess up, you can mess up your hard drive and lose all your data. In conclusion, he claims that Mac is an easier computer to use for the majority than a PC. He says claims like the hardware is exclusive, so it is faster, there's customer service, and the fact that you can run 2 operating systems make it versatile. However, exclusive software is a monopoly and less efficient. Microsoft has an equal, if not better, customer service, and running 2 operating systems would make it more complicated. It seems that as if the secondary claims are backing up a main claim of Mac is better than PC rather than easier. The evidence and reasoning used seems like you just Googled why is Mac better than PC and you got an article by a very biased Apple fanboy. Overall, I hope I showed you all the fallacies in the advocate's argument, as well as showed you the truth that a PC is in fact easier than an Apple.
All right, you start off pretty effectively laying out the structure. I didn't notice the signposting as clearly during the rest of the speech. You rely primarily on the issues, which is perfectly fine as long as it's always clear which issue you're talking about, and for the most part it was. I like the way that you proceeded on each of the points, trying to analyze the advocate's reasoning and evidence before providing a counterclaim. That makes sense. Sometimes the analysis of the evidence is not as thorough as it could be. At the end, you kind of give us a general evaluation of the evidence, which I thought was kind of interesting and also maybe a little harsh. But the idea on the individual points I think was sharp. I did finally, you kept saying there's a lack of comparison being offered, and I was willing to agree with you, and I kept waiting for that comparison. And then we did finally get some of those comparisons. You did have the satisfaction issue. The information about the warranties, for instance, I think you have a good argument about it being not relevant, and then just to double check it, you also are pointing out that there are as many that provide the same kind of coverage as the Apple warranties do, because the question of whether or not it's easier and how the warranty is connected is never really explained. I do think that you get away with a shot about the need for the Genius Bar and the fact that it's always packed. I think you need a little data on that particular point. And like I said, the general criticism at the end, it seems, kind of like a shotgun blast in the general direction here. I'm not sure how particular it is, but boy, it's I guess open warfare time. That's okay. All right, thank you.